So, which social media platform is best for prospecting? Hey guys, I'm Colin from learnitdoitprofit.com, and that's a question I get very often. So, first of all, I'm gonna let you know this. I do not like the term prospecting, but I use it because that's what's used in the industry. For me, when it comes to prospecting, I look at it as relationship building and creating friendships, and I'm sincere about that. If you go about trying to prospect, just right off the bat, I'm gonna give you this tip. You go about trying to prospect, you're gonna frustrate yourself and disappoint a lot of people, right? So I look at it as going out there to find people who have common interests, who have problems, or who are looking for solutions I offer. So when it comes to the social media platform that I prefer, I actually use Twitter and Facebook. Twitter is my favorite. So here's one of the reasons I like Twitter. Twitter makes it very easy for you to find your ideal customer, the ideal person you would like to work with. A couple ways you can do that is using Twitter search, which you can search and find people who by product, by company, however you want to associate it. But the Twitter search makes it very easy for you to find those people. When you do find them, and I do find them, I follow them, ask a few questions, and engage with them, and build some rapport. And then it goes from there, me finding out what their issues are or if I can be of any service to them. Another reason I like Twitter is there's a lot of tools that can help you automate this process of identifying your ideal customer and engaging with them, actually starting that initial engagement process. One of the tools I use right now is called Status Brew. Statusbrew.com. You can go there and find it. And it's a great tool that helps you quickly search and identify and find those ideal customers and help you start the engagement process. One of the things I do right off the bat is I send a welcome direct message, briefly letting them know what I do, how I can help, and asking them what is their biggest challenge, right? I also send a message. I also tweet them a message. And usually this is a question, I think the one I'm asking right now is, what are you most happiest about? And people reply, and that's a great way to start a conversation. So that's one of the tools I use and a couple of tips I use on Twitter, and that's why I love Twitter for finding my ideal customer and engaging with them. You will be surprised. The number of people who respond and the number of conversations you will get if you're doing this from a pure point of view, from a point of view of wanting to help and not sell. Trust me, I do not drop any links. I do not send people unsolicited links. Everyone who I send a link or make an offer or to, actually I ask them if they'd like it and they consent to it, and that's why I have a high rate of conversion on Twitter. So now let's go to Facebook. So I've been getting into Facebook a little bit more lately. One of the tools I love on Facebook is Facebook Live. Here's a couple reasons why I like Facebook Live. People get to know you. You can get to do videos. You show live videos and you can share, and people get to know you, see your personality, and they'll decide if they like you or not, feel if you're trustworthy or not, feel if you're helpful or not, right? And it's a quick judgment call they're gonna make, and I love that. The other thing I like about Facebook Live is two things. You can create a list on Facebook and do Facebook Lives to that particular list. So you can create a list on Facebook and all the friend request. And let me slow down a second. You can create a list on Facebook, and people that you've sent friend requests to who are potentially your ideal customers, you can add them to that list. Then you can do Facebook Lives to that list only. So you can speak on topics that are specifically related to what they're interested in. And that's a great way of building rapport and building trust with your potential customers. The cool thing about Facebook lists is that your friends, your family, and maybe you can have multiple lists. Everyone don't see what you're doing if you're sending that message to a specific Facebook list. So that's one of the things I love about Facebook. The other is Facebook groups. Makes it so easy for you to find your target audience. There are Facebook groups on every subject possible. And what I like about Facebook groups, if you get into the right group, you're able to offer value, and then you attract people to you. When you're offering value, you're solving their problems, and you're offering suggestions, and you're being helpful, they actually start inboxing you, wanting to know, hey, more about what you do and how you can further help them. So those are the two prospecting tools I use on Facebook. On Facebook, I don't do a lot of automation. Currently, I'm using on Facebook my personal profile. I have a fan page, but I don't use it a lot. I just use my personal profile. But those are the tools I'm using. If you want to know more, reach out to me on Twitter, especially at Colin Yearwood. You can also find me at learnitdoitprofit.com. I'll talk to you soon. My hand is getting tired. Take care, guys.